Hello, math lovers. My name is Tim. Welcome back to the channel. Last week, we discussed the generalized definition of finding the nth root of a number, and this is the formula we came up with. More specifically, we discussed the case where n is equal to an odd number. Odd number could be 3, 5, 7. If you haven't seen that video, please see that video here. Today, we'll be discussing the case where n is equal to an even number. An even number 2, 4, or 6. So when n is an even number, it's important to know that there also exists a negative root. And in our junior classes, when we were studying arithmetic, we know that the positive square root of 9 is 3. The other thing we need to know at this point in our learning is that if n is equal to 2, then there's a second root. More specifically, if you are looking for the positive square root of 9, it has 2 roots. And the first root is plus 3, and the other one is minus 3. So let's just explain that in the form of an example. So we're looking for the square root of 9, right? Or the second root of 9. So let's prime factorize 9. That will be 3 times 3. So to find the square root, we're saying we need a number such that when you multiply that number by itself, or when you multiply that number by itself twice, it results in 9, right? So we're saying that that number is 3. So the square root of 9 is equal to 3. Now that we're talking about a case where n is an even number, and n, in this case, is equal to 2, we're saying that in addition to having positive 3 as a root, there's also negative 3 as the other root. And how we can explain that is that multiplying positive 3 by positive 3 results in 9. If you look at the table at the top right corner here, you see that when you multiply positive with positive, you get positive. And when you multiply negative with negative, you get positive, right? So negative 3 times negative 3 would be equal to positive 9 or 9. So the square roots of 9 would be equal to plus 3 and minus 3. Sometimes the square root of 9 can also be written as plus minus 3, meaning it could be plus 3 or negative 3. This is just a shorthand notation for writing this. So let's take an example where we will be talking about how to find the root of an expression. So we want to find the fourth root of 16x power 4, y power 4. So we can rewrite this expression as 16 times x power 4, y power 4. Again, remember, we want to find the fourth root. 16 x power 4, y power 4. So let's start with the number 16. Let's prime factorize. We can rewrite 16 as 4 times 4, right? And we can also rewrite 4 right here as 2 times 2. This 4 as well, we can rewrite as 2 times 2. So that implies we can rewrite 16 as 16 as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So the fourth root of 16 means we're looking for a number such that when you multiply that number by itself 4 times, it will result in 16. And that number obviously is 2. Remember, we said if n is even, then there's an additional root, which is the negative of the positive number, right? And so in this case, n is equal to 4 and it's even. So we're saying that there are 2/4 roots of 16. And those 2/4 roots are plus and minus 2. Now, let's take a look at how to find the root, the fourth root of the expression x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4. Remember the generalized formula. We say n raised to the power a can be rewritten as a raised to the power 1 over n. Now, let's apply this formula to our own example. X raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4. We want to find the fourth root. And this can be rewritten as x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4, or raised to the power 1 over 4. Remember, from the laws of exponents, the power of a product is one of them. And so this says that a b raised to the power m can be rewritten as a raised to the power m, b raised to the power m. So we want to apply this rule to this expression. So let's write the expression to be x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4, or raised to the power 1 over 4. That will be equal to x raised to the power 4 times 1 over 4, y raised to the power 4 times 1 over 4. So this becomes x, y. So the fourth root of x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4 will be equal to xy. Because when you multiply xy 4 times, it results in x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4. So our final answer here would be, when we combine this, plus and minus 2 times xy. That's combining this with this. So we can now split this into 2 and say that the fourth root of this expression, 16x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4, is equal to 2xy and negative 2xy. Those are the two fourth roots of the expression expression 16x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4. That's everything I have for you for today. I have a take-home assignment for you. These take-home assignments are really easy. You just need to rewatch this video if you're feeling unconfident. If you're feeling not confident, right, about tackling it right now, rewatch the video and I assure you, you will be able to solve the problem. Before we end the class today, please subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Thank you for supporting the channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.